Hey, everyone. Welcome to our What is Coaching call. We are so excited that you have joined us this evening. Okay, we are very mindful of your time tonight. We know that it's a Thursday night. We know that you're busy. So we are planning to keep this call to 30 minutes. If you have any questions as we go through this call, please do not hesitate to drop them in the chat. Please do not hesitate to ask us after the call or anything like that. But we are here for you to help give you an idea of what this incredible coaching opportunity is, what it is. So first off, my name is Jen. I'm here with quite a few other sisterhood coaches, and we are here to tell you about this incredible coaching opportunity. So what is a coach? That's kind of the ultimate question, right? So often when we hear this, people tend to think like, oh, in order to be a coach, like I have to be a personal trainer, or I must be like a nutritionist or an expert or some way, shape, or form. But truly, we are not. We are really just women who are on this journey ourselves. We are helping ourselves get healthier, take care of our own health and wellness, and we are simply inviting other women to join us and support them and be their biggest cheerleader on this crazy ride.
Jen's unstable. Oh, you're back.
Sorry, I'm back. Okay. It like always happens. Anyway, we are moms, we are teachers, we are government workers. We are all really, really busy. And often we don't think that we have the time to add something else to our plate, right? And this is something that we're going to talk about tonight. But what we have found is that this opportunity of being a coach, of being the biggest cheerleader for other women while holding ourselves accountable to our own health and wellness truly is like the greatest win-win situation. We have the opportunity to mentor other women with businesses to truly build something sustainable and incredible for their families. And we're going to share some more about that as well. We're going to answer some frequently asked questions at the end. But first, what we're going to do is have a few coaches share their personal journeys, their stories with how they got into coaching. And we're really excited. Again, if you have any questions as we chat, don't hesitate to drop them right there in the chat. So I'm going to toss this over to Sarah to get us started.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen. Hey, everyone. My name is Sarah. I've been coaching for about 2.5 years. I also teach grade 8. I have 2 young kids at home. And when I first joined the community back in August of 2019, I joined as a client just to lose some baby weight, fit back into my work clothes, like quick fix and be done. I didn't even really have intentions of carrying on with that lifestyle, but I was about 6 weeks into doing these programs, and it's when I was first invited to the opportunity. And honestly, I was like taken back by it. Like, no thanks, like thought it was a joke. So many reasons as to why I didn't want to do it. I couldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. But when I was invited, it really had me thinking how making these little changes for just 6 weeks, how I was feeling. And all of a sudden I was like, maybe I can extend this beyond the 10 or 15 pounds that I'm looking to lose. Maybe this actually could be something that I could do long-term. And I was terrified to do it, but ultimately I said yes to coaching for accountability in my own journey. I had no intentions of building a business. I figured maybe some friends would join me. The goal was for me to keep showing up. And I figured if I shared what I was doing, that I would kind of put that pressure on myself to do it. So ultimately, coaching has given me just that. I'm 2.5 years in. Like I said, I've lost about 60 pounds, which is like way beyond anything I ever thought was possible for me after having 2 kids, where I was in my life. And even though that was the reason why I wanted to start coaching, it is like such a sliver of the impact that it's had on my life. Truly, what you gain from coaching is so much more valuable, so much more important, has way bigger impact in your life than the weight that you lose. I am a more patient mom. I'm a better wife. I'm just like a happier person in general. I'm more confident. I'm more positive. The friendships that we've made, like the list of things we gain as coaches is massive. If you are willing to go beyond your fears, give yourself a chance and really immerse yourself into the coach community. So it was a really scary decision for me, but like ultimately 2.5 years down the road, I would make it 1,000 times over. I really thought that my decision to coach would be just about me, right? Just losing the weight loss, but seeing how it's impacted so many people in my life my parents, my sister, girls that I teach with, like high school friends. So many people in my life have decided to put their health like higher on their priority list just because I'm brave enough to share what I'm doing, and I invite them to join me. And I can't tell you how incredible it feels when you have someone reach out to you and they're thanking you, even if they don't actually join you, they're thanking you for showing up and sharing what you're doing because you've inspired them to make changes in their life as well. You know, I've had so many women that have joined me over the years and they're like, thank you for inviting me like on repeat. Like, thank you for constantly nudging me, because they have also felt this massive impact that, you know, taking care of ourselves, they've also felt that in their life as well. So really the impact on other people is something I did not expect. Another thing I really didn't expect was the income potential. I had no intentions of making any money. I said to my husband, like, if I can make enough money to pay for my products, like that's a win, right? And then this hobby, this accountability I'm bringing to my life isn't going to cost us anything. I thought that the people who had success in this were like the best of the best at the very top. I didn't know how to use social media. I had no skills. Like, I'm not a very social person. Like, there was a lot of reasons I thought that I couldn't be successful in this, but ultimately over the last 2.5 years, showing up every day, working really hard, just consistently learning as I go. This is a learn as you go kind of business. It's impacted my household financially more than I could have thought. When the pandemic first hit, my husband had to take a voluntary leave of absence. Our oldest son has a compromised immune system. We were worried about his health, all those things. So we had to take a big pay cut, and coaching helped fill some of those gaps in that first year. And then this year, with him back to work, I was able to go down to part-time teaching, which is something I never thought I would be able to do. And having the opportunity to be in control a little bit about the income that comes into our home has ultimately allowed my husband and I to think about how we want to spend our time differently and how we want to plan for our future differently and how we want to show up every single day. So it truly has been something I never in a million years expected, but it's possible if you're willing to take the chance, you're willing to put in the work. And it's something that we're going to talk a little bit more about, the opportunities that you have income-wise with the frequently asked questions at the end. But you're going to hear from some of the other coaches today. And when you get off the call, I want to encourage you to ask yourself 3 things. Could your own journey benefit from some kind of extra accountability? I know for me, and I know so many coaches on this call would agree, there are many mornings, this morning included, that I only got out of bed because I knew people were waiting for me. They're depending on me to show up. Like, I had to force myself to get out of bed. That's the beautiful thing about coaching. I also want to ask yourself, would it make you feel proud to impact the people in your life? I've been doing these programs for 2.5 years. My husband has shown no interest, and he's like finally starting to come around. He wants to start doing these programs with me, and I've never in a million years thought that he would have done that. So would it make you feel proud to impact the people in your life? And could your household benefit from some kind of additional income? It doesn't have to be leaving your job and doing this massive full time. Maybe it is a part-time gig. Maybe it is just enough to pay for your products. You get to decide that. That's the beautiful thing about being your own business owner and being a coach. That's completely up to you. So ask yourself those 3 questions. If you're saying yes to one of them, if you're saying yes to all of them, I truly think that this could be a great fit for you too. So I'm going to pass it off to Chantal.
Hi, my name is Chantal. I am a stay-at-home mom to 2 kids and also a coach. I started coaching a 1.5 years ago. My kids had started getting older. They started getting used to school age and went back to school. And I was faced with the decision of I haven't gone to school in a long time. I was in software development and web development, and the languages changed so frequently. I was faced with the choice of either going back to school and getting caught up on my education to go back in the field I was originally in, or to try something different. I was really struggling at the time with my own personal mental health journey, and I saw my friend who was constantly posting about, and she just looked so happy, and I wanted that. And so I decided to reach out to her, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you seem so happy. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Everyone else is just like gloomy and glum, and how are you staying so positive during all of this stuff, outside stuff that's happening? And she had invited me to join her with these workout programs that she was doing. I was always a gym goer. My gym had shut down, so this seemed like a no-brainer to me, so I decided to try it. After 2 weeks in, she I was really active in her community. After 2 weeks in, she invited me to coach. And I was like, nope, not for me. I've got too many other things going on. I don't feel ready. I was always constantly doubting myself. But one thing coaching has given me is the confidence that I never had before, the confidence to show up every day, the confidence to, like Sarah was saying, if I didn't have these people relying on me to show up and to help them build on their journeys, also helps me as well with gaining that confidence that I never really had. And I was so happy after I finished my first few programs. I did 3, I lost 60 pounds, and I felt freaking amazing. And I just wanted to share this with like everybody I knew, because I knew if I was struggling like this, everyone, like I see so many people struggling. And the best, even better than the money for me, is literally just helping other people feel good about themselves. Everybody deserves to feel their best. And with so much stuff going on in the world right now, I'm trying not to get emotional because I just love doing this so much and being able to help others. And it is the best feeling in the world to be able to do that. So I will pass this off to Courtney.
Thanks, Chantel. Wow. So, Chantel's saying like, oh, I love helping others. And I agree. That's really cool. To see what you do impact someone else's life is a really cool fruit of the labor, but it's so obvious to me that Chantel has helped herself. And this is the first time that she's ever spoke on the call tonight. So thank you so much for speaking. We love having newer coaches and coaches that have been speaking a long time come and speak because it's so relatable, right? But what I see from the outside is the Chantel that started coaching to the Chantel today and how much personal growth you've done in between. And that's one of the coolest parts of this job. Hey everybody, my name is Courtney. This business is so unique and it starts with one person. If you decide to coach, you starting is that ripple effect, right? And for this call, I'm that one person. Hi, I started first and everybody on this call started after me. And that is freaking powerful. I wanted to share a little bit with you about like why this team and why who you join matters. For anybody that watches, whoever invited you on social, you might have seen that a bunch of us were just in the Dominican on a trip and it was so incredible. But the most incredible part of it was that I truly enjoyed and wanted to be with the people that are there. And that is what, in this business, there's so many different perks and recognition and the community side of it is really an aspect that most people don't think they need, don't consider as a factor of why they want to do this, but ends up being one of the most impactful parts of this business. Because we all have our own paths of life, right? You have your high school friends, if they're still around, your university friends, your family friends, your mom friends, right? And they've all come into our lives at different times for different reasons. But this community of coaches is a group of women that all truly have that same desire to be better, to be their best version, to be positive, to live their best life, to YOLO. And like being around all those types of people is freaking infectious. And it has a way of changing your life. If you're currently in one of these coaches' communities, like as a client, that's incredible. But the coach community, it's the coach community for me. And if you are in one of those communities thinking like, this is awesome, like, yeah, I could totally, like you haven't seen anything yet. Because the coach community is truly like a sisterhood bond. And that is something that we have built here as a team. Being on that trip and seeing so many other teams just reaffirms how special our team truly is. Erin and I, we started the sisterhood. This is our full-time job. Erin left her government career to coach full-time. I've been a full-time coach since the beginning. We have a couple other teachers, one that has retired teaching, one that went part-time and might be retiring teaching. Like we have so many people that are fully invested on this team, the training, the community, the events. Who you join matters. And I really want to impress that on you that this is an incredible team of women that could change your life. one of the FAQs I'm going to answer later touches on this a little bit, but I do want to highlight the fact that like network marketing, which is what this is. So one of the FAQs, I'll just loop it in now, but is this a pyramid scheme? And the answer plainly is no. A pyramid scheme is when you pay for something and don't receive a product or service in return. This is network marketing. And some people like have like a cringy fear of that, or what their friends and family are going to think, or their friends and family think it's a pyramid scheme. But guys, like, welcome to 2022. Network marketing is the most incredible opportunity for women, especially, to build a business from scratch for almost nothing. For like $160, which is just your enroll cost as a client, you can also become a coach and build a business from nothing. And what you do with that is completely up to you. Network marketing has produced the most female millionaires than any other profession ever. Not that you need to become a millionaire with this, but it's just to show the massive impact that network marketing could have in your life. As women, we naturally talk about the things we love. As women, we naturally share the products, the places, the vacations, the things that have impacted our lives with those around us. We're like communicators. We're over communicators. We often want our husband to feel more, say more, right? But together as women in community, we don't have a problem doing this. And that is why women excel at network marketing. And that is why this is such a massive opportunity for any woman that feels she's meant for more, wants more, is craving, more income, more community, more accountability, like all the reasons that these coaches have told you they're in this for. This opportunity has a way to meet those needs. So that's a little bit about our team, our culture, why I think that this could be a good fit for your life. We're going to get into some frequently asked questions. So I think Erin's going to kick it off for us there.
Yeah, thanks so much, Court. All right, few frequently asked questions, and please, if you have a question on your heart or you have a question in your mind that's like burning, please put it in the chat. We are absolutely an open book. We want this call to be effective and useful for you so that you leave here getting all the answers to your questions. So we are open. Please don't be shy. Add it in the chat if there's something that you want to know. So the first question here that is most frequently asked is, but how much does it cost? And Courtney kind of alluded to it there, that it is relatively affordable to sign up as a coach, right? So when you sign up initially as a coach, that could include your Beachbody On Demand if you haven't already signed up to be a member and do these programs, right? So that is a cost. It is expected that you are a member, that you're doing these workouts, that you're using the products, that we coined, that you're a proof of the product, that you're going all in on these programs and products. So that there is a cost in that. However, you are benefiting from the workouts, you are consuming those products. That, like, to me, I want to do that anyways. There is a coach fee every month. It is $17.95 Canadian. I believe it's $15 American. Courtney, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. And that's really for administrative fees, right? We don't take credit cards from people. We aren't like shipping and handling. We aren't keeping product in our home to ship out to people. That is all taken care of by the company. They also provide us a whole coach office, electronic on the internet, and we coin our back office that has lists of all of our customers, all of our data, analytics, all that kind of stuff. So Beachbody really is incredible and gives back so much to their coach community. So that fee is really just your own admin fee. So outside of your admin fee and the cost of your products each month, that's it. You can really start this business in a very small, affordable way. Next question is, how much can you make? And truly, I want to be real with you and say that this is ultimately up to you. And I want to put the income disclaimer here in that it is ultimately up to your own personal diligence, effort, skill, style, how much time you want to put into it, what you want to get out of it, right? The best part about this is that it can be a very small, fun hobby that you do to help you stay accountable. And maybe that means that you're not actually spending a lot of time on it, but I'll also say that you aren't actually probably going to make a lot of money, right? We often say that hobbies, cost money. So if you do claim this as your hobby, please don't expect to be making much money out of it. But if you are looking to make this as a side hustle, or you're looking to make this to make some income in your life, or maybe you're looking to make lots of money doing this, there is the potential here. There's the potential here, Courtney already said, to make $1 million a year. Like, there's absolutely an opportunity to make a lot of money doing this if you want to put the time, effort, skill, diligence, commitment into it, right? Okay, next question we often get is, but do I have to be on social media? And honestly, I get it. It really held me back for so long. Putting yourself out there is scary. It can be really vulnerable. It can be really like intimidating knowing that other people are watching you. So yeah, it's something that I will say for myself, it held me back for a long time. But I'll be really honest with you, the more I went all in on myself, the more I did these programs, the more I was focusing on my own mental health, the more my confidence grew and the more I felt more comfortable showing up on social media. Ultimately, for us, social media is a tool that we use for our business. It's a way to have free marketing, free advertisement, free means to communicate with people in our target market. And I don't look at it as a scary, cringy place to be. I look at it as a business tool. So we do go through social media training. We help you with that. We help you take those baby steps to put yourself out there in our training, and we do it all together. So I think I'm passing it over to Jen now to answer some more questions.
Thanks, Erin. So the one that I'm going to answer is, how much time does it take? And this is a really common one that we get because so many of us are really busy, right? The thought of adding something to our plate is just absurd. I know for me, when I was invited to coaching, I laughed out loud and was like, I don't even have time to feed the cat, let alone add something else to my plate. But that wasn't true. I got really honest with myself and I thought, do I really not have any time? Like, not gonna lie, I watched Big Brother 3 times a week. And I I did have time in the evenings that I was like either watching TV or I was kind of scrolling on my phone. And like Erin said, when we are using social media productively, even asking yourself, like, is there time that you're spending on social media that's not building a business, that's just kind of wasting time, right? But this business is up to you, right? You're going to get out what you put in. So depending on how much time you have, depending on how much time you want to sacrifice, that you want to put into this business, is what you're going to get out income wise, right? So if you can even ask yourself, like, could you find 1 hour in the day, whether that be during a lunch hour, whether that be like after the kids go to bed, if you can find 1 hour where you could work this business, that can really help to get you started. And this is stuff that we cover in the training, as well as how to use that time effectively. But it's up to you how much time you choose to pour into it. Obviously, there are full-time coaches like Courtney and Erin and myself, like full-time. We do this throughout the day. But we also have like 95% of our team also has a full-time job as well as this, and they are still able to build a decent business in those small pockets of time throughout the day. So that's a conversation between you and yourself. I know Erin had done something like a time audit where she really sat there and like looked at a full few days and like how she was spending her time and was able to find time pockets there. So that's something that's really encouraged if you don't think you have the time. The other thing is, how can I earn these free trips? So a lot of people, like Courtney mentioned, had seen that we were just recently in the Dominican on an incredible all-inclusive vacation that we earned. A lot of us earned, which was incredible. So you earn these trips. Beachbody has a bunch of different trips that you can earn. The one that we were on was a rewards trip for signing up a certain number of people throughout the year to get them started with their health and wellness journey. We were kind of met, a point system with a dollar system, and that converted, and we earned that trip. There are also trips that you can earn based on certain ranks that you hit in the business. So as you grow and build your business, there are leadership trips and conferences that come paid for by Beachbody as a reward and as added learning and stuff. That's really, really incredible. It's such an amazing opportunity to network with other coaches, to get the education, and also travel and see the world. I know for me, I've been to LA, I've been to Arizona, I've been to the Dominican now, like so many opportunities to get to explore and learn at the same time, which is really, really cool. And now I'm tossing over to Court.
Yeah, so the next one is how to get started. So As a team, we collaboratively do a coach mentorship every single month. And so whoever invited this to you participates in that group mentorship. And as coaches, we lead that group together. It's really powerful to be in a group of other women starting exactly where you're at, because so many times it's like you have these questions that you think are silly and the girl next door has the exact same questions. So we really love putting everybody in a pod together. We do that fresh every single month. And then we have 3 calls throughout the month where we touch base and we go over some already sort of scripted topics that we find really helpful for new coaches. Alongside that, we have a self-paced training. So you can do it in any pocket of time. We have mamas that are like breastfeeding in the middle of the night, watching little videos. We have people like doing it on their lunch hour. We have people doing it first thing before their kids wake up, whatever, right? Like you can do this at your own pace. Something that I love about our team and that I think is really special about us is that we are going to give you that sort of ruthless, honest feedback that is going to help you emerge in your most authentic way possible. We're not going to tell you to be like, I'm a beach body coach, who wants to join me? We're going to tell you to share your journey. The most important thing and the very first thing we tell to every brand new coach is your journey is your job. Pick a program, go all in on that program. So like right now, it's incredible timing because we have Gut Protocol launching. It's a nutrition program alongside a 4-week workout program. And my advice to any new coach starting is go all in on Gut Protocol. Be approved for the product, get incredible results. Because at the end of those 4 weeks, it's going to feel really natural to invite the people in your life to join you, because I promise this program will change your life if you go all in on it, right? So it's like, this isn't a salesy thing. This is a change your life. And then it's going to feel really natural to invite the people to join you. You don't have to start your own group right away. You can lean on your coach, lean on that community, add any women in there that you want to, and then do that when you're ready. But we are alongside you every step of the way. We have a Facebook group for all the coaches that join through all these little teams. We're all in one space together, and we will lead you, especially over the next month as you get going. So logistically, you need to enroll as a coach. That can be done just without Chantal Donahue, mute yourself. Oh, there we go. Or you can purchase it with the Gut Protocol. There's a bunch of different ways to actually enroll. So connect with the woman that invited you to this call, and you guys together can figure out how that works best. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll pass it back to Jen.
Thank you so much. So hopefully we gave you a good idea of what this coaching opportunity is about. Hopefully we were able to answer some of those burning questions that you have. And here's the thing before we go tonight. Network marketing for a lot of us is it seems outside the box, right? This business model, if you're not already in it, it can seem like risky, it can seem scary, it can seem uncomfortable because it's not something that you maybe heard a lot about. And often when things are outside of the box, we tend to allow ourselves to avoid it by coming up with all the reasons why it won't work, right? But tonight I want to challenge you to ask yourself, why work for you? Why could this be something that you are incredible at? And how could this totally change your fucking life? Because it's true. And if you were able to witness us on our vacation recently, you would see the impact and the connection and the community that this has given us, all because we were brave enough to ask ourselves that question and step outside that box and try something new. And my God, what it will give you in turn is almost indescribable. So I want to challenge you to ask yourself, why are all these women doing this? And why could this be good for me too? And we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining us. And we hope to see you in the hood. Take care.